What's good? It's your boy OTC Ro, and welcome back to Rude Reviews, man. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Roast, dislike, do the most, man. Hit that notification button so you know when your boy is uploading, man. Shouts out to all my ruins across the way. Like I told y'all a couple of videos ago, I like to look at videos that are different. You know what I'm saying? Interesting videos, so send me stuff. And videos I'm not going to get copyrighted on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this music stuff I do, I love doing it, love hearing it, but I get copyrighted on it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Your boy not trying to have no problems once I get these 4,000 hours with my, monetization. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have to slow down on that just a little bit. Anyways, man, these are the closest calls captured on camera, man. Let's get to it. But I will have some music today. Don't worry. I'm going to have some music, just some not some copyrighted music.
Sometimes we never realize what we have or how much we appreciate it until we almost lose it. Strange, unpredictable things can happen in a fraction of a second, which can still change your life forever. Whether it's getting an axe stuck in your windshield or your smartphone blocking a bullet. Here are the closest calls captured on camera. Hey guys, this is your host, American Eye. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy that video. Number 21, pre-curved tree. Falling trees is more of a hazard in some states than you'd like to believe. Wind can start to blow and old trees will topple over like we see in this photo. This person is extremely lucky to not have their car damaged after a giant tree trunk fell. You can tell in the photo that it was slightly curved to the point where it looks like it wrapped around the car almost perfectly. The owner of this car needs to get to Las Vegas immediately. Number 20, almost nailed. Stepping on a rusty nail is never fun, and it can lead to diseases like tetanus and hepatitis. This person in the photo just narrowly missed having their foot skewered by a nail, which would have not only been painful, but would have also ruined their shoes. Make sure to check twice before stepping in areas with rusty nails, because you might not always be as lucky as this guy. Number 19, bulletproof sand.
Bro, that is rough. I remember I was doing construction with my grandfather, and I stepped right on the nail. It like went so far in my foot. I was like 19, 18, one of the two. 19, I think. Ooh, I went to go get a tetanus shot. That needle was about this big. Ooh, that shit hurt it. I've had surgery before, but damn, that shit hurt. Hell yeah, that shit hurt.
Son, have you been one of those people that always rave about how much better iPhones are than Samsungs? After looking at this, you have to ask yourself, does your iPhone stop bullets? This man here claims that he was actually shot at and his phone was a real lifesaver during the situation. Imagine his phone doesn't work anymore, but if your phone is built like a brick, hopefully it can withstand some bullets at least, right? You can tell this guy will remember this one for a while and will likely buy Samsung in the future. Number 18, phone lodge. If you thought that one was impressive, you haven't seen our next one. People use their phones everywhere they go, and this includes while being on the toilet. Someone dropped their phone into the porcelain throne, but luckily, it manages not to touch the water. If that thing wasn't the perfect size, the person who dropped it might as well go and flush it because that thing's not working. Number 17, oh dear.
That's just like our generation. Nah, don't get the phone out because it still might work. Let me go get another phone and take a picture. And hopefully it won't slip through and get damaged by the water. I was like, screw a picture, I need my phone.
Imagine you're just patrolling the streets and out of nowhere, a deer comes running across your car. It looks as though deer haven't quite figured out how to use crosswalks just yet. Our furry-legged friend doesn't always use her blinkers either, so this is bound to happen from time to time. This happened in the state of Kentucky, and it somehow managed to run away unharmed, just like nothing happened.
You better get your ass out the way, Bambi. You feel me? You in Kentucky. They'll hit your ass and fry your ass, boy. Tell them it's free-range chicken.
The deer was probably arrested for disorderly conduct later on. Is this video proof that some deer might have evolved into becoming car-proof? Who knows? Number 16. Big rig near faceplant. This driver here sure got himself into a sticky situation. The truck veered over the edge and is dangling over the end. It managed to not detach from the rest of the vehicle, and it must have been uncomfortable to say the least. That water down below also looks really cold and doesn't seem like the right time of year for a swim. He was eventually rescued by the local fire department, and it just wasn't his time to meet the Grim Reaper just yet. Number 15. Just nicked him. This appears to be a reason why not to wear flip-flops while roaming around a construction site. Although the nail still pierced his skin, no blood was drawn, and he should be able to remove it on his own. If somehow the nail was just a little bit to the left, this one could have had tetanus written all over it. Number 14. Between the lines. You'll learn at driver's school to park between the lines, but when you're parking in some windy cities, you should try to get your car between the trees as well. It might be a little bit harder for the person in the white car to get out of there, but at least their car isn't scratched. If the direction of the wind here was just a little bit different, this person would need to get some work done ASAP. Number 13. Tow, don't row. You don't know exactly why this woman here in the photo was smiling. Her car was wedged right between the docks and the boat. Unless she's really happy she created a bridge to get onto the boat, she's really got nothing to be happy about. As soon as that boat moves, her car will turn to a submarine and she'll be looking for a new one. Maybe she's just happy it's not completely submerged or what. She's gonna have to really call a tow operator that knows exactly what they're doing. Number 12. Life on the edge. Living life on the edge is certainly what many people say is their lifestyle. But compared to this guy, they're all just a bunch of posers. This guy is literally dangling over the edge and looks like one soft breeze can make him start free-falling. What would you do in this situation? It's possible that if you try to move a little bit, it would shift the balance in the wrong way and still cause it to fall over. Tough choice. Number 11. Just the right height. This driver must be aware of the exact height of his truck, or they just got extremely lucky on this one. Speed bumps in this tunnel can certainly spell for disaster. This one was really close to being a total epic.
You know what? One day when I was going to school, I seen like a 18-wheeler hit like a overpass before. It wasn't a big overpass. Well, like one of them things where they show the signs up top. It smacked right into it. Like, he couldn't tell that his shit was too big to go under there. It smacked right into it. Damn, my side hurting. Damn. My shit hurt. I worked out yesterday, but damn, that shit. I need to stretch.
Failure. You can tell there was maybe a few inches that separate the top of the cargo container and the ceiling of the tunnel. The construction of this tunnel was hopefully very consistent because one default would cause some serious harm. Either way, truck drivers have been known to take risks when it comes to cargo size, and when they lose the bet, they might lose their jobs. Number 10. In the nick of time. Do you remember growing up and being a kid and getting the chance to be as tall as a grown-up when you went on your parents' shoulders?
Hold on, y'all. My fault, bro. I know that you're supposed to be prepared when you do reactions, but man, I feel the more I'm on here, the more I feel comfortable, the more I feel like I can take my time. I don't have to rush it. You know what I'm saying? Because people are actually tuning in, and when people tune in, you know what I'm saying, they're going to tune in regardless if they mess with you. And that's what I do with people. I like to watch people react. You know what I'm saying? I don't like reactions when I prefer reactions when they're not edited. Unless they're edited because of copyright reasons, then, you know, edit your shit. But if you don't have to, or you can't, you know what I'm saying. But I had to put this on, bro. My back and like my side right here is killing me. Ain't you? Yeah. Bear with me. All right, here we go.
You might remember this thing called a piggyback ride, right? But being tall isn't all that it's cracked up to be. This dad might not realize that his son is now about the same size as that parking sign and he's walking under it. It could mean bad news if this guy didn't come up and stop him. Number 9. Axe shield. What are the odds an axe comes flying through your windshield and you live to talk about it? This photo was taken in Topsfield, Massachusetts, and the windshield certainly acted as a shield in this case. Were the Vikings on the back of a truck and throwing axes or something? Sometimes things like axes need to be kept a little bit more secure. Let's just hope insurance will cover this. Number 8. What happens in Australia? Crocodiles still control much territory in Australia, and you might want to think twice about taking a boat out in the swamp. Although some sources indicate that crocs don't actively hunt humans, you might begin to wonder if this one here is developing a taste for human flesh. This man here in the photo, Novan Mashaya, makes poor judgment and begins to point.
See that's why. Because when you mock some animals, they remember. Elephants, they remember. I feel like crocodiles, alligators, they gonna remember. Yeah, bro. He trying to get up out that thing. Y'all see him? He trying to get up out that thing.
His finger at something in the water. It's possible he underestimated the croc's speed and could have lost an arm. Number 7. Gravity Defiance. In case you weren't too sure about there being proof of anti-gravity, take a look at this photo. This car seemingly defies physics and has landed on the railing randomly. A few questions come to mind, like how did it get in such an awkward position, but you have to imagine the driver is still happy to have their life. Number 6. Watch it. You might be aware how texting and driving is dangerous, but what about texting and walking? From the looks of it, this girl will learn a lesson if she realizes what a close call it was. It might be easy to try to blame the driver in this case, but sometimes you really just got.
You know that move on Madden? When you give him that shoulder, but you step back? She gave him that Madden move, that back, you hit the analog back. That's the, ooh. Bit. Ooh, texting. Hey, man, I agree. Texting and walking, just as dangerous. Especially, come on, especially when you going across the street. And you're not even supposed to be going across the street. Look, it's obviously cars still driving. That's not the only car driving. What?
It's dangerous, but what about texting and walking? From the looks of it, this girl will learn a lesson if she realizes what a close call it was. It might be easy to try to blame the driver in this case, but sometimes.
How you gonna blame the driver? How you gonna blame the driver? It's green, obviously. It's a car in front of him. He driving, and it's a car on the side.
You really just gotta watch where you're walking. She later on does a spin move and even catches her phone before it hits the ground. Double close call.
Nice. She is nice. She's nice. She's nice. Shouts out to her. She did the half spin, popped the phone up, caught it, turned back around, kept it pushing. She probably saw this video later and she's probably sick.
Number 5, tree arc. You know you're having a lucky day when there's a windstorm outside and the tree you park next to looks like this. It's hard to imagine the series of events that would have to take place in order for this tree to be shaped in an arc. It's almost like the car has some sort of electromagnetic force field around it or something. In any case, they'll be glad they can just hop in their car and drive away, while others might not be so lucky this day. Number 4, on the other side. Good thing no one was sitting shotgun in this car, or it could have been a lot worse than it already looks now. It just seems as though maybe an angel was accompanying this guy, and it wasn't time for him to go just yet. Good thing he wasn't driving in England. A piece of loose sheet metal came crashing through the windshield, possibly giving him a scratch on the shoulder. It goes to show you how the Grim Reaper can really make some unexpected visits if he has to, but didn't feel like it this time. Number 3, whoosh. People of a village gather to watch an old building finally be demolished so other projects can be installed. Well, almost costed this guy his life when a massive chunk of concrete came whooshing by his head, almost like a soccer ball. Do you think he just saw his life flash before his eyes in this case, or what? Scary stuff. Demolition sites can often be unpredictable, and especially if the public finds out about it, who knows what might happen. Just fractions of an inch can really make a difference, right? Falling house stunt. The 1920s had their fair share of insane stunts. A popular comedian would do just about anything for some good laughs. Without special effects or fancy computers like we have today, the only way to get a cool stunt done back in that era was to actually do it. A man by the name of Buster Keaton risked being crushed to death by a falling house when he performed this one for a film, Steamboat Jr. The front of the 3-story house was cut, then it toppled over. The only thing that saved his life was the window. Yikes. This could have definitely gone really bad if he stood just a few feet in the wrong direction. And number 1, Grand Canyon jump. Robbie Knievel laughs in the face of danger when he cleared the Grand Canyon with a motorcycle jump that measured 223 feet. If he failed, he would have certainly lost his life because there was no nets, no harnesses, or ropes in case of an accident. On May 20